Hey guys, welcome to Khanvolution. My name's Khan, and right now we're finally here at the finale, episode 13 of season 1 of Tower of God. It has been quite the journey getting here. If you guys have been following me with my Tower of God reactions for a little bit, you guys will know that I'm a webtoon reader, that I love the webtoon originally, and you know, it's been a while since I've like stopped reading it for a bit, but then I picked it back up when I got news that the series is coming back, and I've loved it ever since, you know what I'm saying? And for a webtoon reader like me to see this story, this awesome story with these awesome characters come to fruition like this in animated form, to this quality with voice casting and everything, and just animation overall, it's just freaking awesome, man. I mean, I freaking love it. It's so good. It's been translated in a way that went above and beyond my expectations. I have some issues with it, and though like I've described it in my like previous reaction videos, and those mainly stem from like, you know, maybe a little pacing of the action. But when you realize that pacing is simply because of like they're building a foundation for the action and then expand upon that in future seasons as they go forward, it's only going to get better and better from here on out, you know what I'm saying? And I looked online, it seems there's quite a lot of people who are incredibly satisfied with this anime and like are very hyped for this anime going forward, you know what I'm saying? So I personally have a lot of confidence for this series, you know, in its future. And with that all being said, if you guys haven't checked out my reactions to any of my previous Tower of God reactions, links down in the description below, as well as up here, so you guys can go and check those out before joining back with me. If you guys want to chat with me directly and join the wonderful community building over on our Discord, you're more than welcome to come over there. You guys can also hit me up on my other social medias, links down in the description below. This is obviously going to be, you know, following that incredible reveal about, you know, Rachel pushing Baam off the little bubble thing that they were in. And it's this incredible sense of betrayal, man. Like, you obviously go through the entire series knowing that there's something off about Rachel, you know, but you think that, you know, since she saved Baam from this, like, you know, pit of loneliness, this literal pit of loneliness, you think that she's going to be this sort of okay character. And one thing that the anime does really well is that it draws Rachel a little bit less, I don't know, like when you see Rachel in the original webtoon, she's not drawn as attractive as she is in or to the level of attractiveness that she is in this anime. You know, she's drawn to be at least a little bit less attractive, with much more hard edges on her like nose and her outer facial like lining. So I think it's to give this false sense of security, to make you think that, you know, Rachel is a good character, also giving her, you know, that, you know, as part of the storyline, you know, because she's in a wheelchair, you know, she can't walk, and then ultimately flip all that whole story, throw this huge monkey wrench at you to give you this notion that, you know, Baam's never going to be the same again after this. You know, Rachel's definitely not the same that you thought she was. So I love the angle that this story had, enough for, as I mentioned in my previous reaction video, this was the hook for me. This moment, this push, this sudden realization that, you know, the story is not going to go the way you think it is, you know. That's what really hooked me into this series, and I've been reading it ever since, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the finale of season 1 of Tower of God and see exactly at what point they decide to end the story. In 3, 2, 1, so finally. Oh, I like that. The symbolism of her ascending to this like heavenly light and him like dropping into the darkness. And now we get to see what happened after she left Baam. You guys ready? Clench your butt cheeks, let's go! And enters Baam. She was there all along, watching everything transpire in episode 1.
あなたが選ばれなかったわけが、内から滲む醜さには辟易としますね。魅力のかけらもない。
Damn, that's harsh.
私 どうしても星が見たいんです。
あなたは星になりたいんだ。
There you go.
塔に登れるなら何でもしますから。
何でも特別試験を行いましょう。
特別？
あなたを塔に登らせてあげます。夜さんの物語をあなたの手で終わらせるのです。
夜を殺せってこと？
彼を捨ててきたくせに。
それは
決めるのはあなた自身だ。
私にも武器を。夜だけあんなすごい武器を持ってて。
彼はあなたの守り人。冥界の門番。一度だけあなたは蘇る。
私は願った。誰かが夜を殺してくれればと。心配しないで。夜を殺すなんて私には。
Damn, dude, I do not remember some parts of this.
我々の求むものにふさわしいか。あの少女は餌だ。
私は夜を殺さなきゃ。
嘘をつけってこと？君がラヘルじゃないと。
ええ。夜を殺せなかったら今のポイントじゃ私は塔を登れない。
She's very single-minded just to climb the tower, and she'll do anything to get what she wants.
あなたが手に入れたいものが彼より価値あるものだと
She had a point back then.
みんな夜って。
And over time, her anger just building, you know?
このままじゃ上には登れない。それとももう諦めた？
そんなわけない。
これから起きる騒動に身を任せてこの先の試験。
やめろ。
私は選択した？ちっとも痛くなかった。私には身代わりがいる。はい。片時も
Oh,
離れない状態にするって。
he took the damage. I do not remember this.
そこからは面白いくらい思い通りにことが進んだ。
僕がラヘルの足になって
あの女の言う通りにしておけば夜を殺すチャンスはきっと来る。それを待つだけ。夢を叶えるためなら全部を捨てる。そう決めたの。だからあなたも捨てていいんだよ。
And now you find the true meaning in her words. Damn.
代わりなんていないよ。
ごめんなさい。夜ごめんなさい。あなたの言葉が何も刺さらない。塔への気持ちが収まらない。苦しいほどにあなたが羨ましくて憎くて。
Hate and jealousy and envy and just glutton for attention. It's...
君の望むものは最後のチャンスだ。君が塔の頂に行く。
このまま夜と塔を登る道もあるかもしれない。
She thought about it.
私だけをこんなに見つめてくれる。私を特別にしてくれる夜を。
あなたは塔に何を望むのです。あなたは星になりたいんだ。
塔の頂上に何を望むのかって。その時最初に浮かんだのはラヘルの顔。その次に浮かんだのは食堂だった。
You can see like how closed in Baam's world is. It's the immediate, it's the now.
すごい
And for
な。
her, it's everything beyond.
星になったのは私じゃなくて夜。
ラヘルも感じてるよね。
何が起きたっておかしくないよ。
え？
特別なのは夜。
あなたではありません。
私はそのおまけ。星が作る影にもなれない。
大丈夫だよラヘル。僕がラヘルを塔の上に連れて行ってあげる。仲間もできたしちょっとは神の
The
水も
break.
使えるよう
She
に。
totally breaks.
だから大丈夫。一緒に塔を。
What little humanity she still had that was lingering with Baam's, she discarded it.
誰からも愛される夜の代わりに
塔の頂上で一緒に。
あなたの代わりに星になる。
ラヘル。
ごめんね夜。
Damn, dude, what a turn. Man, this anime, bro. See the story from a different angle.
黒い亀はどうした？
途中
I
で
don't think this was part of the
牛に
manga.
襲われて。
I mean, the webtoon.
嘘だろ。
どういうこと？夜は？
おめでとう。全部思い通りになったね。
夜さんの遺体は発見されず、おそらく
鮮魚に食べられたかと。
Wow. Dracula.
それで試験結果って
This fool. This fool.
俺は塔を登るために
Punch this fool. Punch this fool.
皆さんは合格です。今後のことは追って連絡します。
Oh, Knock is crying. Leroro knows something's up.
どこまでがあなたの思惑通りなのですか？
別に何もしていません。選んだのはラヘルさん
Yeah,
で
it
す。
was all her decisions.
俺たちは全員夜に借りを作ったんじゃないか。
けどそれって
わかった。俺様たちが女神を塔の上に連れて行くってことか。
このまま終わらせるわけにはいかない。俺たちを縛り苦しめるクソみたいなルールをいや塔の全てを変えてやる。
Everybody's in it.
ラヘルと共に
The hated and the tortured villain of this series.
試験官はやめた？
ああ、これを機に人材の入れ替えだとさ。だから
Wow, this test made Leroro wanna leave.
なんだそのとばっちり。
俺は真実を求めて上に登る。
Oh shit.
おい、何言ってんだ
I don't remember this part at all.
すべて計画通り。
According to plan.
ザハードたちは皆夜が死んだと信じています。
どんな場所でも星は輝くな。
合格した君たちのために祈ろう。求めるものを使う。
夜はあんたのこと本当に大切に思ってたよ。
分かってる。
いや分かってない。分かってたらあんたはこの場所にいないだろう。あんたより先に出会いたかったよ、夜に。
愛されていたのね、夜は。
Oh, dude!
一度離れた者が再び出会っても二人が完全に元に戻ることはない。
Ah, the music.
ラヘル。
こんな目に遭わされてまだあの女にこだわるな。
ラヘルが僕を。
誰もが喉から手が出るほど欲する力を持っているのに、
そんなもの。
この世の全てを知る鍵を持っているのに。
だから僕が知りたいのは。
なら登りなさい。知りたい答えの全てが塔の
It's
上
giving
に。
him new purpose.
答えを望むならば私が鍛えてあげよう。
僕が見つける。そのために僕は登るんだ。
塔を登れば全てが手に入る。これは星を見たくて塔を登る少女ラヘルと、そんな彼女がいれば何もいらない少
I
年
told you right from the beginning what this story was about.
終わりと始まり。
Oh my god. You gonna end it like that? You're gonna end it with that shot? That crazy ass shot? Dude, man. Okay, so in the webtoon for this specific episode, I felt like this episode shined a little bit more light on Rachel as a character that was in the beginning a little bit more likable, and then over time that you see the transition of her going into that madness, you know, like letting her hate and jealousy overcome the, you know, more sensitive Rachel that Baam grew to love, you know, before she ultimately, you know, succumbed to that desire to betray him. So, and I think in terms of the way she was displayed in the webtoon, I gotta go back and read that section in the webtoon. That's actually something I'm gonna do right after this discussion right now, because I really don't recall, because I remember while reading through the webtoon, I always thought there wasn't a point in there where I thought Rachel might possibly be a good person, you know, because like from the very get-go, when you see her, there's a shot in the there's this panel in the webtoon where you see from like a third person's perspective from behind Rachel, and you're looking at Baam take the test. Of course, they drew it like that so that they can conserve the number of panels they use in displaying the story. However, in an animation format for the animated series, you're able to work with the angles a little bit and see it a little bit differently, which is why it looks so different from the webtoon in this perspective. Now, in that regard, it just felt like, Rachel always, obviously wanted to go up. She doesn't want to go see the stars. Rather, she wants to become a star. She wants that attention. She wants to be the ultimate celebrity of the tower. She wants what Baam ultimately ends up developing, ultimately ends up growing. And then she thought that I think in the beginning, there's a lot of ideas on what happened before they opened the gates to the tower, And so, like, I'm guessing, at least I had this idea that Rachel must have done something, Rachel must have concocted something dark, or maybe done some crazy task, or was she like truly this type of person even before she entered the tower? I mean, she must have been something like that to be able to do that, right? So I think she must have done something to, like, at least think that she was worthy enough to get into the tower. However, it was Baam's desire to follow Rachel that actually ended up opening the gates, and her coming in through the gates was just like sort of like a collateral impact of Baam trying to get in. That's why you see Baam coming up later. And that test administrator, dude, that freaking rabbit, you know what I'm saying? He's been sort of like masterminding this concept within him, because he doesn't like Baam. He's not pro Baam. He's not pro Rachel. He's not pro anybody. He sort of executes the will of the tower. He can hear the will of the tower, and he tries to execute it as best as he possibly can. He's just an instrument of the tower. And so what ultimately ends up happening this whole season is the will of the tower trying to correct this sort of anomaly that has entered. Baam, this sort of irregular, because that every time an irregular enters, it's this chaotic moment in the tower. Everything shifts. It's a paradigm shift within every single foundation or like power struggle within the tower itself. I mean, you think about like King Jahad, Urek Mazino, that's described, like all these irregulars who changed the format of the tower. And so it's crazy that the moment Baam enters, the rabbit gives Rachel this ultimatum. After Baam goes forward, the rabbit obviously understands what Baam is and what he's ultimately capable of if he's allowed to climb the tower. However, he gives Rachel this ultimatum that if you want to climb the tower, you have to get rid of him. And I've always thought that this was somehow the will of the tower trying to give Rachel, or rather Rachel is not worthy to climb the tower. However, because like she's so weak, she can barely breathe with that little amount of Shinsu that the rabbit blocked her off with. And so it's kind of like the tower just using Rachel to sort of thwart Baam as an irregular, trying to bring this sort of anomaly, or this rather infection within the tower down. That's how I always thought of it as, and so in the webtoon version, I always thought of Rachel as a sort of like negative impulse, or this negative, or this sort of not a negative thing, but sort of this correctional thing that the tower was always trying to do, because the tower's will is ultimately what lets her go up in the first place. And if Baam had her way, it maybe wouldn't have shifted. But then season 2 and season 3 might delve into that a little bit deeper, and it might not. For those of you guys who maybe have not read the webtoon, what I'm saying probably doesn't make much sense, but those are my ideas. However, I will say that the anime makes you see both sides of Rachel's struggle. You start to see like, oh, Rachel wasn't the one who wanted to push Baam, but it was the rabbit. But as the episode progresses, you see that the rabbit just gave her a choice. She could have said yes, she could have said no, but ultimately it's her desire and her, jealousy for Baam. It's that envy that she has, that ugliness that she develops. I mean, the character is drawn a little. I think the character in the actual webtoon is drawn to be a little bit unattractive, you know what I'm saying? However, in the animated series, she's drawn to be a little bit more attractive than her webtoon counterpart. However, you see the ugliness come out in her actions, in her desire for power, in her desire to climb the tower, to get up there and ultimately become a star and shine brighter than Baam. And that's why her jealousy developed initially, because Baam was beginning to was already shining brighter and displaying everything that she wanted, being that sort of being that sort of statue, or that sort of totem that she wanted to be. So I love this episode for delving into that, and you can see that at the end, her story is a little bit different. Even the coffee freak, test administrator, he's like, he was planning something all along. Even with Hwaryun in the background being like, I wanted to, through my training, you can become even better. And so Baam ultimately, decides to climb the tower at the end, but you don't get the concept of is he still hating Rachel, is he not? I mean, the webtoon displays this a little bit better in this sense, but I think it's left to be open to interpretation for the sake of displaying what happens later in season 2. I think that's the aim of the creators, or the the adapters in this sense. I think that's what's happening, because if you leave things open to interpretation, it invites theorization and ideas to pop up throughout the web and whatnot. But I'm sure that a lot of people will jump into the webtoon after this, now that the series has ended. I would say that who knows when season 2 is gonna come out. If you guys really can't wait for season 2, jump into the webtoon. The webtoon is it spans for so many chapters forward of this story. So I would say if you guys are really into it, really into the story, then you can jump into the webtoon. And it's colored. It's not like the manga panels. It's actually colored, because it's it's a manhwa. So that you can do that. But it's crazy, man. I actually want to go back and start reading the webtoon again from the point where this episode leaves off, and actually reread the portion of this episode to compare and contrast, because I thought it was a little bit different from the webtoon in displaying Rachel's motivations and whatnot. But either way, you guys get to see why this moment was such a hook for me, because it sort of displays the tower works in mysterious ways, and this change, this paradigm shift, is gonna develop Baam to be this entirely different character. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna build him up, and you see the rest of the team that throughout all the episodes, Baam has built this sort of camaraderie, this fellowship of friends, and now they're gonna climb the tower with Baam being sort of this driving force. They're gonna do it for Baam. And you see this moment at the end where Kun and Rachel are talking, and Kun has been displayed throughout season 1 as a strategist, a smarter than average individual, this incredibly brilliant man. But even you start to see that even he knows that something's not right. Even Lero Ro decides that obviously this coffee test leading administrator Mofo is up to something, but what is he up to? And obviously the test administrators, even the rabbit in the bottom, they're executing sort of the will of the tower. At least that's how I've always thought of it as. So they're doing it in that sense. And even the test administrator was discussing it with Hwaryun. Hwaryun was talking with Rachel. Even Ho became a casualty of all their decisions. It's insane, man. All these interconnected, interwoven lines, and that's why this series is so great. As you go forward and forward, yes, things will change, new characters will be introduced, new environments, all these cool stuff. That's the stuff you expect from upcoming seasons of animated series, right? But it gets even more interconnected and interwoven, and things just pile up. So I can't wait to delve more into this series in the future and continue reading the webtoon. It's just reinvigorated my desire to follow this series, and so maybe talk. So if you guys are super into this series as I am, come over to Discord. We can chat about it, we can talk about it, and we can theorize more about it. It's freaking fun, man. And I can't wait to rewatch this entire season of Tower of God all together, and see if I can catch some more stuff, and maybe I can throw out some more videos later regarding Tower of God as we go through this whole TOG withdrawal. You know what I'm saying? So leave your comments down below. What did you guys think? Is there something I forgot to notice or failed to mention, or just didn't understand properly, or is there something that you guys didn't understand me saying that I could elaborate on? You guys can leave all your comments down below, and I will see you guys later in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you guys are. Dude, this anime is so good. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe, hit that like button, and feel free to share the video, and I'll see you guys next time.